time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone,
no doubt about it. Thank you, Just Joe Altier. This is episode number 66 of the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast.
We are numbers.
I know we are. Yahoo of the week was easy. It is the two sides arguing about Great Northern Mall, and now they're going to court. And so, what happens when you go to court in these things? If there is no settlement, it goes on for years. See, and you can't have that when we have Micron opening up just down the road. Now, I just drove past the Micron site. You got to be kidding me. I can't believe how many trees.
Yeah, the trees are down.
Holy cow.
I noticed that a couple of days ago myself.
No, I haven't been past it in a week. So I saw it a week ago. I was like, yeah, they're making good progress. I come by a week later. Holy cow. Yeah. So good for them. Wow. They've really done.
Racking it up.
Wow. So our good news of the week, if you want to call it that, goes to the Jordan Elbridge wrestling team. It's their first title in 35 years out there. Or 38 years. I'm sorry, 38 years for Jordan Elbridge. And for my alma mater, Beeville, the wrestling team won their first title in 10 years, first title in a decade. When I went to school way back in the mid-70s, the class of 76, which is our 50th anniversary this year, we had a great wrestling team. And members of my class were members of that team. And actually, all through my high school years, we had a great wrestling team. And their big rival, of course, was Fulton.
Really?
Yeah. Brawls after many of the wrestling matches between Beeville and Fulton. Yes, and both teams were very, very good. State champions on multiple teams, both in Beeville and Fulton, multiple years. Yeah, that was the big sport in Beeville. We sucked at basketball and football. We got a great track team because Don Page, the Olympian who never got to go because of the boycott, he was the anchor of the Baldwinsville team.
There's a lot, especially in your era, a lot of guys went to pros.
Yeah. Yep. Era. I'm watching.
Were you Pete Holohan? Is that around your time?
Yes. Yeah. He was ahead of me a couple years, I think. Yeah. Yep. Liverpool. Yeah. He was a great athlete. Yeah. We had some great athletes back in that era. Danny Shays was a high school kid when I was, I think, a senior. I think he was a senior, and was like if you've ever seen like a puppy that's going to grow into a giant dog, like it can't control its limbs, right? That was Danny Shays back then.
In the lane.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him catch a pass, turn around, throw it, hit the rim, and then hit him in the face. But he had a long NBA career, and because he was really smart and really talented to a certain degree, he had a long NBA career. So he really grew into himself, and that was great. Played for SU, of course, and then went to the pros.
Did you see, speaking of NBA, I saw this little news tidbit today. Did you see they're going to work on an expansion on the offseason?
No.
2-team expansion.
Really?
Looking at Vegas and Seattle.
The NBA?
Yeah.
Vegas.
Well, all four are going to go there at some point.
Yes. Yeah, it probably will be Vegas and Seattle. Seattle had a team before. They're Oklahoma City now.
Yep, Supersonics.
Yeah, the Supersonics. Kevin Durant played on that team. We're waiting for our guest to.
We're gonna talk about everything today.
Yes.
What all the nonsense from yesterday.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Nonsense that
wasn't nonsense at all, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the football game itself was probably the worst football game I'd seen in a long time.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I like a defensive struggle, so I didn't mind it. I mean, I like to see some more offense. It did open up toward the end. You probably went to bed already. It did open up toward the end.
So we hit the halftime show. Halftime show got done. Brandy looked at me and said, "I'm going to sleep." I said, "Okay, I'll see you at the end of the game." I waited a little longer, and I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to."
I think a lot of people did that. I was
sitting in my chair and I was doing the doze deal.
Yep.
When you sit in the chair.
Yeah. I think a lot of people did that. because it really was not an offensive type game.
And the commercials didn't keep me. We'll talk about it later, but the commercials didn't keep me really in stuff either. So
You think we can go to our guest?
I think we can.
Okay.
We're gonna bring her in.
Let's do it.
There she is.
There she is. She is the Nodesia Hernandez. First of all, she's the majority leader of the Onondaga County Legislature. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
We are fantastic. And I'm so happy to have you on here because I don't understand why any party, okay, in Onondaga County would resist something that the legislature puts up like this. It's kind of, first of all, it was about ICE, and we want to pass some legislation about ICE, and it passed, but it passed on party lines. I mean, this is Onondaga County. We don't need to be, like this. Do you agree with that?
Definitely. We are humans, right? And Onondaga County is known to be one of our safe havens for our new Americans. And we're so enriched with many different languages. And our new Americans really bless us here. Our immigration is so rich in Onondaga County. So I just can't imagine. I'm just really bewildered myself.
Yeah, I don't understand. And we've heard suddenly, which we never heard before, really partisan stuff coming from them, really nasty partisan stuff, calling names, and hopefully that stuff doesn't work anymore, but unfortunately it might. And we just don't need this. I know that it's the first time Democrats have taken over and they're embarrassed or whatever, but now we're at a real scary time right now. We all need to work together.
Yes, we do. We need to make sure when Congress passes that budget, right, that they don't pass it, right? We're hoping that our congressional representation says no, because there's more training that needs to be done. There's no reason why ICE agents are out here killing illegals.
No, not at all, and killing legals too. So it's just
killing legals and killing innocent bystanders, killing humans. I don't even like to, to separate the illegals, the legals, killing humans.
Right, exactly. There you go. So, how do you see a coming together of local Democrats and Republicans? Do you think that can happen?
I am a little bit hopeful, right? Because we saw the news article that came out from our DA Fitzpatrick, right?
Right.
And we also saw the article that came out from our county executive, Ryan McMahon. So I'm hoping that everyone is starting to realize that this is really detrimental to everyone in our community, to everyone in the nation. And it's time to take a stand. It's not about if you're here illegally, if you're here not illegal. It's about, killing of people who are not committing illegal crimes, who are living their daily lives. And then we have to deal with the fact that all of our new Americans are scared right now to get the resources that they need to live their daily lives, because they feel like any contact with police or any kind of agents is going to get them deported, right? So now we're living in a world where our legals are not going to step up. Our humans are not going to step up and report criminal activity, which really helps our community and keeps our community safe.
Yeah, and we talked to the DA about that, and he agrees. I mean, a lot of people in this country, legally or illegally, distrust authority already because of what they're coming from. And so when you then show them that you're right not to trust us because of what they're doing, that's a real bad situation.
It definitely is. I'm just still kind of amazed that we don't see that this is a nonpartisan issue, right? This is not a partisan issue. This is about protecting our constituents, all of our constituents. All our constituents they are registered in many different parties, right? And this is about protecting them.
I agree completely. We appreciate your time, Nodesia, very, very much. Thank you for joining us on this short notice. We love it, and good luck going forward.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for being supportive of us. It's really important. We need to have news outlets that are on our side and report the news that we're doing for the county.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Great day for Nodesia. That was great. She's great. I like her.
Yep.
I like them all so far. But we don't need the rhetoric that's flying around.
No, we've talked about this in the past. It was never, ever, ever like this before.
No.
We'd always and it shows the old school people that, like DA Fitzpatrick, that they aren't gonna get involved in that stuff.
Right.
Joni never got involved in that stuff. Nobody
like
ever
this.
got And even our county executive, really.
No.
He's I always thought Ryan was a down the middle kind of guy.
He's walking.
You're gonna have your whatever you lean, you're going to have that.
Yeah.
But when cooler heads prevail,
Right.
you get people like that we've had in the past. But now everything's about what's going to be next for me. I'm going to run for a Senate seat. So now I've got to get those people all emboldened and get those people together to vote for me. And that's just the way it is with everything now.
But I like the fact that Fitz doesn't care about
No.
that, D.A. Fitzpatrick,
No,
and he doesn't
no.
have to. And so he says she said it exactly right. It's not about killing legals or illegals. It's about killing human beings.
Yep.
And Fitz pretty much said the same thing. It's common sense. It's the right thing to do. I mean, cut it out. I don't know. Maybe the right thing to do isn't what I think it is anymore. I don't know.
It's the lines have been skewed for long enough,
right?
That you almost at some point question your thoughts and what you feel and your opinions, and that's not what should be happening.
No, that's a great way to put it too.
And it's this weekend, everything. Who's going to watch what halftime Super Bowl?
Right.
Listen, I watched them both. I wanted to see what was going on. I found nothing. There was nothing objection. I mean,
in either one, right?
In either one. Now,
Green Day got a little out of hand. They're the best band on earth. They're allowed to do that.
But they kept it.
They beeped it. You realize that?
Well,
they beeped it like 2 or 3 times.
But they didn't change the lyrics.
No. I thought they would.
No, and they didn't do that.
No.
With the halftime shows, there was no other than the broad message that Bad Bunny had, which was togetherness.
Love will conquer hate.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And they had the same kind of message. Everything was very, I thought, family, other than people were complaining about some of the dance moves in the Bad Bunny. But
whatever.
I watched it all. I'm going to watch it all. And if I'm going to like what I like, I'm going to not. And we'll talk about that later.
And I didn't know that was a real marriage. That was a real marriage. And that was not his son that he handed the Grammy to. It was some kid.
It wasn't. And everybody first thought it was going to be. It was the kid that they.
Right.
The 5-year-old little kid that was taken by ICE. But I think that was just a symbolic of him being a child. Him handing the Grammy to him.
Definitely. Good job with that. All right, we have another guest, and we're going to talk about music with her as well. Liz Nowak is here. How are you, Liz?
I am good. How are you?
Great. It's great to see you. We're talking about the Sammys, of course, right, Bill?
Yeah, it's that time of year again. I always tell everybody what my favorite event every year is the Sammy Hall of Fame event. I love it. I'll go to it. It's tough to go, being a full-time musician, it's tough to go to both, but I always make sure I try to get to the Hall of Fame because it's one of the best events of the year.
Yeah, no doubt. When is it this year, Liz? And what can we look forward to?
The Hall of Fame is at Middle Age Brewing, March 5th, Thursday, March 5th. And the Sammy Awards show is at the Palace Theater, Friday, March 6th.
Do people, Bill and Liz, play at the Hall of Fame or just at the Sammys?
No, well, we will have a special musical guest entertaining us during our dinner hour.
All right. You're not going to tell me who
Hall
it is,
of Famer. I can't. They haven't confirmed.
That's a special.
I could really put him on the spot.
And then he'd have to do it.
Yeah, right.
And this year's it's a change of venue this year too, right, Liz?
We say as of last year as well, we will be at Middle Ages, and it's being presented by Meyer Brewing, who's also doing all the catering. And we're really exciting. They've kind of gone a tiny bit off menu to present regional items, chicken riggies, salt potatoes. We just felt that we had so many honored guests coming in from out of town and everything that it would be really heartwarming to have regional foods and celebrate
that
our
idea.
scene even
Love
further.
And it's cool that you've grown out of the dyno. You really, because it's as much of a nice space it is. Mm-hmm. It was tight there in the last couple of years.
It was. It was like if the fire marshal shows up, run into the other room.
Yeah, I've been in those situations before. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a great night for local music, and it's really good to see how far it's come since it's real humble beginnings, and it's really good to see the people from this area that are honored for the things that they do. And I love the fact that we honor locals single acts, duos, whatever bands that do original work, and that's
Yeah.
really important.
Well, it is, but I will say that cover material is also honored. If you look back, two of the jazz, the winner and the nominee, they both did jazz standards.
Love
Oh, cool.
that. Love it.
And so we don't discriminate against covers. A lot of the People's Choice bands are cover
Right.
bands.
Sure.
And, we like to acknowledge all music. I mean, if you were planning an event, you might want an all original band or you may want a cover band. It depends on your guest list and the vibe that you were looking for. And we come from a market that offers a lot of choices in
Yeah.
both.
Yes, and I like the fact that we also have venues that range from, tiny to, huge, obviously, but even, the bars and other places that have live music, it's a scene that I think people understand is really alive and well in this area.
It is, and I'm going to let a cat a little out of the bag. We're currently working on an economic impact study so that the city can realize, you can have an event like the Taste of Syracuse, which is enormous,
Yep.
and it's quick, and they they see the impact and value. Jazz Fest, they see the impact and value where they may not see the collective of our local music scene. And it's not just bands that play in local venues. It's musical instruments sold, private music lessons. It goes deep to equipment and things that are needed, bartenders, servers, all that adds up. And in little dribs and drabs, it can get overlooked. But I think that if they see the collective, that and what it does for our area, that it provides a really varied nightlife and opportunities to go and do, and especially with Micron coming, trying to draw younger people. If a candidate has an opportunity to come to our city or go to another city, a young entrepreneur, they're going to want to know what the city's like. What's the cost of living? Where can I go? What is the restaurants like? Where,
Is
where's
there live music?
Yeah,
That's one of the questions I always ask. Where's the live music?
Mm-hmm.
And it's important. It's hugely important. And Bill, you play even places, smaller places that are out in the far suburbs, if you even want to call them that. And that's important to those communities out there.
It is because,
Absolutely.
Because, and this is why, because in those smaller, especially times like this in the smaller communities, there's not a lot of money right now. There's people are trying to save money. So if getting out to those places where and a lot of the times when I'm playing solo, there's no cover.
Right.
So it's just a way for people to have entertainment, which is great. And there's so many bars and there's so many breweries and there's so many wineries and event centers around here that we just need everybody to support, and it'll keep going. And right now we're in a downturn. We're in a tough time. And there's places that I've heard that might even start looking at not doing music anymore, or even closing because of it. So, but we just got to get people out to. There's a lot of top talent in this.
And I think we need to just get over the hump, and then when Micron starts drawing people
everything's cyclical.
Yeah,
well,
that's true too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Bill, it's kind of funny that you mentioned the suburban places. I managed a band in the early 80s, and our biggest venue was the Munnsville Hotel. We were packed in there. You couldn't move. It was run by a former stripper, and that gal threw a party, and we were there at least twice a month, and it helped pay the bills. I'm telling you, kept the electricity on at my house.
I always tell people it's always the smaller places that pay the bills, and the bigger places that help you get into the smaller place. It's weird. It really is.
Now I'm sorry, your daughter Kim is a musician, right? Kim Monroe?
She is. She moved
How's she?
to Nashville. Oh, she's doing great.
Great.
She's just doing like private things and songwriting and stuff like that. She runs a concert labor company.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
So she's been doing that for I think she took over the company. I think she's been doing that about 11 years.
Holy cow. Oh wow, that's great. Glad to
Yeah,
hear that.
she's-
That's for sure.
Yeah. She's really good to her people. And yeah.
We
I
had
know,
her
I used
CD
to-
on during our radio show. We had her CD as a CD of the day. I
Aw.
think we
We used to play
interviewed her.
Kim all the time.
Yeah, she's great.
I'll let her know.
SyracuseAreamusic.com.
Correct.
SyracuseAreamusic.com will give you all the info. Go and get your tickets now if you want them for
Yes,
Hall of Fame.
yes.
Hall of Fame sells out,
Yeah.
quick. Get them now.
I just mailed out a huge batch of tickets.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's great. We try to do it ourselves in-house. It keeps, the $20 ticket fee
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
table. And it gives us a real private handle on who's coming and who's not.
Perfect. Now we're going to have a link to that, Bill.
Yeah, we'll put it on all of our socials,
Excellent.
the link to the tickets, and we'll put the list up for everybody
Excellent.
too.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you.
It's great talking to you.
Have a good
Great
one.
seeing you
Thank
again.
you so much for having me.
Oh,
We'll talk to you
anytime.
soon.
Yep.
She's great.
Oh, yeah. It always has been. By the way, we have merch.
We do.
I have the hoodie on, and it's not $250 like a ghost hoodie.
The Hardy hoodie I went and saw Hardy on Friday.
Right.
It was my wife's.
In Hamilton, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's my wife's Christmas present.
Oh, okay.
His were 110, the hoodies. 110.
These are not 110,
Not 110.
and they're better. They're nicer.
Well,
Although I would say buy if you, and I know you're going to run out and buy one when you. Well, Bill will put up a link, of course, but get it one size larger than you
Yes.
usually get.
Yes.
That's all.
They're a little small. Mine has been
Yep.
confiscated by my wife
They're great.
and even shrunk more so she could wear it.
Now, I did have someone ask me if I was JR, and I immediately said,
Negative.
please walk away. Please. What else did we want to talk about?
Well, we can talk. Let's get into this. We can get into the Super Bowl now while we're waiting for our next guest.
Yeah,
When did you begin watching yesterday?
6:00, Green Day.
So you didn't watch any of the pre stuff?
No.
All right. So I started in the morning with the Olympics.
No.
As we all
Okay,
know,
yes.
I'm a huge Olympics. So
Yes, you are, and I am too, actually.
I've been watching the feed through Peacock because it's a 4K feed. It looks
Oh, nice.
absolutely
I bet it does.
wonderful.
Oh,
So that got done at noon, and then it went right into Super Bowl
pregame
coverage. Yeah.
Ugh, not 6 hours,
The-
dude.
no, so I was going back and forth. I'm as I've said in this program numerous times before, I'm an avid fan of On Patrol Live.
Yeah.
So I had to catch up with the stuff that I missed. So I was going back and forth because that's almost 6 hours worth of On Patrol Live that I missed during the weekend. It's
Now, Shalene listens to a podcast by the host of that show.
Tom, right? Is that his name?
No, the legal dude. On Patrol Live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the host, the skinny dude, not the cops and stuff.
Yeah. What's his name? Boy, I watch him every week.
Yeah. Man, I used to know his name, but of course I forgot it like everything else.
He was also an anchor for Jason.
Yeah,
Kelly.
Dan Abrams.
Dan.
See how this stuff
See?
just it
Dan.
goes, and then like all of a sudden it comes right back in.
See, Tom and Dan have 3 letters to them.
They do, Bill.
So we did that. So at noon we were going, but it was the little packages during the pregame. Like they did this. I mean, by the end of the package, tears were coming down. The coach that was killed in that shooting not too long ago. I should have wrote this down. There was a school shooting in the last few months.
Oh,
in
right,
college.
right, yes.
And a lot of the players that were in the Super Bowl were coached by this guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they did a whole huge package
Wow.
on how great this guy was and how influential he was.
They do, the networks do a great job at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They really do. And I thought Tirico did a great job, as he always does. I cannot take Chris Collingsworth. I cannot.
Brutal.
Oh, I can't stand him.
And everybody's been complaining about him for so long, and he's still around. It's brutal, and his calls are terrible.
Every player is the best that he's
Yeah.
ever seen. Every play is the best catch he's ever seen. And it's just, he's awful. He's just awful.
Was he on the HBO football?
I believe so.
when he first
Yes,
started,
that's when he
right? Yeah.
first started. Yes, although he was a really good receiver for the Bengals, a really good receiver, Collingsworth. But boy, as a analyst. He is awful. I mean, you have Chirico, who is the top of the top, and you have him. No, not a good no. Now, the Fox team, or now it's Monday Night. The Monday Night Football team. With Troy Aikman and his Joe Buck. Right now, they're really good. I like Romo. A lot of people don't like Romo. I don't really like Nance all that much. I mean, he's kind of, hello, friend. I like him, whatever.
I like Joe Buck baseball calls.
Yeah, very good.
Did you ever hear his whole story about his hair?
No.
You look into his story. He went through a real hard time losing his hair, and he was using like chemicals and
retinol.
Stuff. And I think he actually he was using drugs and stuff, and it was like a whole thing. If you look, it's a great turnaround story.
Wow, I will.
It was all about the perception of looking good on television and how it almost, killed him.
And his dad was Jack,
Yep.
who was also really famous commentator and play-by-play guy, and really, really good, really respected. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like Collinsworth, but I love Tirico, so I thought that was good. The game was kind of boring, but I wanted Seattle to win, and I picked them to win. I actually picked them to win by 14, and their defense is incredible defense. So
nobody could punch it in.
No, I mean, it's crazy. They're so good, and I think Drake May had something wrong with him. Maybe he didn't look like he looked all season.
I was saying that
So
all morning. I think he probably and at this point in the season, you got
everybody's hurt. Yeah, everybody's hurt.
So during the broadcast, they would cut in during the pregame. They would cut into a stage they had.
Oh.
They had entertainment. Teddy Swims.
Really?
Dude, so good.
Oh, I love Teddy Swims.
And they're all singing. Thankfully, there's no lip sync going.
Okay, good.
Bangers, and then that just kind of creeps you into at about 6:15 is when they start. They had the
6 o'clock was Green Day,
right? But then after that, Green
Day,
there's
a little bit more after that, yeah,
because they played for about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
then they went into all that like Walter Payton stuff,
yeah,
and all that.
Right. Who won that, by the way? I didn't see that.
It was the guy from Washington, the Commanders.
Okay.
I can't remember his
That's
name.
Eric.
Eric.
That's a big deal to them. It really is.
It's they had all the past winners out there
really,
with them, and it was cool. So yeah, Green Day kickoff 6 o'clock. They sounded great, looked great. They didn't do anything objectionable. They didn't get controversial.
Nope.
Yes, they didn't edit their own self. They edited them on TV with the swear words and holiday and stuff.
F America, they said.
Yeah.
F America.
But that's part of the song.
Yes.
Yeah. And they were good.
No, they were great. They were the greatest band in the world.
10 minutes in and out.
Good.
Sorry. Yes, you're right.
Sorry.
And then you get into which I thought old school America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, and Coco, who did Lead Voices.
Lift every voice and sing.
Sing. Awesome.
Yes.
Sounded great. Looked great.
Yes.
But I thought Brandi Carlile and Charlie
Puth
were old. They didn't, and it's good.
I thought they were both awesome.
That's the way you sing the national anthem. Obviously Charlie's was pre-recorded, but they probably have already released it. That's why they do that. And that's all because of Whitney Houston.
Yes.
That's all because of Whitney
Houston. Yes, it is. People don't realize that was recorded and she lip synced it, but it was perfect.
And then the next day it was released. I had the cassette single of it for the longest time.
When I used to go to Elks bowling tournaments way back in the early 80s or middle 80s or whenever, when it was the middle 80s, late 80s, we used to travel to all these tournaments all over the state, and then we went to a couple other states to try. Every single one played that national anthem on the video screens, her national anthem. It was because of the times that, and the way she did it, it was so crazy good. I thought yesterday they were great. I thought they were both great.
My wife has seen Brandi Carlile live, and she said it was and her aunt, the place where the Inner Sanctum, her aunt, this was her aunt's house before. Huge fan, and she went with her, and she said it's one of the best shows she's ever seen.
Wow. Great.
She's just a singer songwriter extraordinary. Now she's producing Elton John, and
really
she produced Loretta Lynn's album. Her and Jack White produced a Loretta Lynn album. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some people today that are transcending just the normal entertainer. They're
and that's
going
great.
and doing other stuff.
Yes, that's great to see.
And just like everybody else, she gets shit because she's part of the LGBTQ.
Right.
It's so stupid.
I know. It's so stupid.
And everybody, that's sort of great. And then they started playing football, and that's when it all went downhill.
I know what I want to talk about too is our friend Julie Leone wrote something to the newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a letter to the editor type thing, and it's a guest editorial or whatever, and they printed it, and it's so well done. It's about the red tape that all these clubs in the city have to put up with. They have to file for a permit. Listen to this. Every show. How stupid is that? So they need a what is it? A night mayor?
Yeah, they're getting
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'll do it.
Mayor Reith.
I'll grab a couple. I'll grab 5, 6, 7 musicians. Right. You and a bunch of other guys who know what they're doing.
Yep. We'll
go to each club and say, here's what you have to have for power. Here's what you have to have for this and that, according to code. If you get it, here's 3 months worth. Okay. We're going to come back. If everything's still cool, we'll change it to a year. All right. If it's not cool, you're going to fix everything and then go back to the beginning with a 3-month. But if you do it right, you get a year. It's not hard, but it won't happen. Red tape, for some reason, governments love red tape. They love to make things more difficult for people. I don't understand it, but expecting clubs to get a permit for every single and pay for the permit. That's the thing. They have to pay for the permit. Look, make it free and just do it online. But to make them pay every single time, stupid. And beyond stupid.
The margins are so close now for these places that even a $50 to $100 fee that they have to pay will affect them.
Yes.
It's not good.
And now, unfortunately,
when do we become this way?
Did you hear this? That they didn't renew her lease? They're not renewing the lease for them. So they're looking for a new place, the 443.
That's awful.
That is awful. So my advice,
we'll get around next week.
My advice, move out of the city.
It's probably the best way.
Come up to us in northern suburbs.
There's a lot of good buildings around here.
Oh, yeah. And people would love it up here. Are you kidding me? It's awful. So if that's all, and I'm sure it's true because she wrote it and we believe her, that's terrible. It's so stupid to make them do a permit for every single thing. Look, I get it. Some places, like the place across the street, right from where Julie is, that guy tried to run some kind of club and blah. I understand that kind of stuff has to stop. That has to go. And they don't have the people. They don't have the people to do this. So set up a little task force, get people who know what they're doing, get a code enforcement guy with them and go around and just do the clubs.
And in a place like 443, you're not having people going in there and, drinking all night long and acting like an idiot.
No. That's a venue where people go and you have a couple of drinks and you have something to eat and you watch a really, really good band in a really intimate setting. It's unbelievable, but a very difficult place to make money. That's for sure.
It's been a long time since we've even had any issues at any of our shows, at the Stars shows. It's been, a real long time since anybody's gotten too inebriated where they start, acting like an idiot.
Where's your biggest crowds though? Are at the like the casinos and stuff, right?
We played for the first time at Turquoise Tiger 2 weeks ago.
And that's a bigger place, right?
No, it's smaller.
Oh, it's smaller. Okay,
it's a little smaller than the gig, but what they were doing at one point, there was this event called Flashback Friday. So they were doing it at 7:30 to 9:30 at the gig, and it was just an early band.
It's my kind of hours,
and it was drawn towards the 70s, 80s, 90s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they stopped doing that for the gig because it was too much of a pain to get one band out, another band in, that kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
Because it's tough at the casino. You have to get there at 6:00 anyways in the afternoon for a 10:00 start to load in, sound check before they open doors. So they decided to put that Flashback Friday in Turquoise Tiger, and it worked. It worked so well that my contact there, he said that the vibe with our night was like New Year's Eve, because there hasn't been that, because there's usually nobody playing Van Halen in that room,
right?
And our thing was we did none. I mean, I think we played like one Metallica tune, but we didn't do any of our normal modern rock tunes that we normally do. We stuck with our classic rock stuff, and we added some fun tunes like Shut Up and Dance and we added "Shaken" by Eddie Money.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Fun danceable tunes. "Your Love" by the Outfield.
Oh, no kidding. So you guys can actually do that. I mean, because when I've seen you, you've been on the heavier side of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think as we get older too, the dad, as we call it, the dad rock.
Dad rock,
And
absolutely.
we've been doing that stuff for 15 years now, and
Yeah.
we like doing it, but we switch it up a little bit.
How long have you been with Scars and Stripes?
It's 15 years this year.
No, it can't be.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yep,
I remember when you first joined them.
2011.
Wow.
Yep.
Wasn't that Taste of Syracuse? Isn't that one of the first gigs you did, or did we go to see them at Taste of Syracuse? I can't remember.
I remember my first gig was at Max Bad Art Bar on January 14th of 2011. Was packed.
Yeah.
Packed.
I mean, that wasn't a bad place to see a show.
No, it was like that was the place all the bands wanted to play.
And they had because they had a nice backstage. That's one of the reasons. They had a really nice backstage. So, and they had a stage, which is a real stage. Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
And there was a sound company that was in there the whole time. We didn't have to worry about getting sound that was in there.
Have they become anything else, or is it just an empty building?
After that, you remember our friend bowler extraordinaire Richie Spizzato?
Yes.
Him and the owner of Alpine, Gary, our friend Gary, they opened it up, and it didn't hit like Max Bad Art Bar.
Opened it
Club
up as
11.
Oh, okay.
It's called Club 11.
Okay, I do remember.
They
that.
had some live music, but it was more of like a dance kind of deal.
Mhm.
Floors were cool. They had vinyl records with the epoxy.
Oh, nice.
Epoxy floors was cool.
So is it empty?
Nothing. It's empty.
Wow.
It's been empty since then.
Too bad.
Yep.
That was a good place.
There's a lot of empty buildings. Remember Fusion?
Yes.
Syracuse.
Yes.
That's empty. Still.
Really?
And then that Club 57.
Oh, what a
37.
disgrace
right next door.
that is.
It's just rotting away.
Terrible. Back in the day, that was a great place, but that's been 30 years. It's been empty for so long, and there's abandoned houses next to it. I don't know what's going on with that. We've been trying to find answers to that question for quite a while.
They just raised the hotel thing.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
Right. But
Right
those
next
empty
door.
houses are still there, and that club is still there. I mean, that's a prime piece of property. And
There was a former SU football player that was going to open it at one point and call it Club Envy, and the sign still says
it
coming
does.
soon,
Yeah.
Club V.
yeah, everything else is gone. They need something there, and they need to get rid of all that. It's prime land, and maybe that's the reason. And then just down the road, the Rite Aid is empty.
Yep.
That's a huge building right on Sweetheart Corners.
But then you'll go the other way, and the Daily Diner just opened.
Right. Yep.
And that whole plaza is getting a revitalization. You've got Flintstone is in half of it on the right-hand side of that plaza behind the Daily Diner.
Yes.
Which is Ponderosa Plaza, the old school Ponderosa
Yes.
Plaza in North Syracuse.
Yes.
Half of that, the right-hand side of it's almost all, Flintstone's got a few big spots there. Then there's a new head shop that's a couple doors down. So that's starting to pick up.
Yeah.
And those are important spots for those businesses.
Yes.
Especially the dispensaries, because we're right near an airport.
Exactly.
So
yep, absolutely.
there was talks of one going into the what is that plaza? The Christmas tree shops used to be.
Oh,
in.
sure. Yeah.
There was talks, but it
Northern
never
Lights.
went through. Northern Lights. That was just bought.
Raymore and Flanagan bought the
that.
whole thing.
Yeah. So we'll see some stuff in there.
I hope
in
so.
the future.
Because that's important too. And the important thing about it is having something in there and redoing the parking lot so it looks okay. Because right now it doesn't look okay. And that's a main drag when people are coming into the area
Yes.
and going out of the area to see it. So you gotta clean it up. Hopefully they clean it up. It used to be great back in the day.
You still got Palladino pizza in there.
Yep.
Mattydale version.
Yep. I hope they do something good with it. So what's coming up I'm confused about what Winter Olympics and what's Summer Olympics. Why do they have swimming in this? Is it in the Summer Olympics?
Yeah, swimming summer.
Okay. What's track and field?
Summer.
What's in the Winter Olympics? All the skiing and stuff.
All the
That's
skiing, curling, ice hockey.
I like curling. Yeah. I
Um,
love. You know what I would do if I could do it? Luge.
luge is good.
Oh,
you got all
man, I
that
would
stuff.
love that. I would
Bobsled.
love that.
You've got
Skeleton going
all
down
your
head
ice
first.
dancing.
Right.
Boy,
What about gymnastics?
that's summer?
Okay.
Did you see the crash, Lindsey Vohn's crash yesterday morning?
No, but I
Saturday
heard she
morning?
broke her leg.
Bad,
Oh, really?
dude.
It was right away too, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was right after she started. But so it happened, and then they tape delayed it a couple hours later in the morning. And dude, as soon as she hit that, she screamed.
Oh,
I was actually surprised they showed it.
Is it the same leg?
That I'm not sure. It's got to be.
Oh, I hope not. Wow.
And it broke. It was as soon
So
as she
terrible.
hit, you could hear her screaming.
And
then-
she's already had surgery.
An American won the gold medal.
Yeah.
Anyway, still.
Breezy, right?
Yep,
Is her name Breezy?
And there's all this controversy now with all these guys that are coming out and saying stuff that they're there's these other skiing guys came out and said they're not happy with what's going on in the country, so now they're un-American and that whole thing.
I just saw a guy from Haiti cross the finish line at some cross-country race. He's like, dead last, obviously, but he crossed the finish line. Yep. He's like, greatest thing ever. I'm in the Olympics.
You're in the Olympics.
Absolutely.
I'm a big speed skating.
I love that too.
I was just watching this afternoon. They had the gold medal round. It was the 500, I think, maybe.
That's a short race.
Yeah,
right?
it's a short race.
Yeah.
And
but it's not short track, is it?
No.
Okay.
So Jake Paul's fiance is in it, and her name she is from the Netherlands. Her name is this. I wrote down because I was taking Judah Leerdam. Judah Leerdam
All right.
is her name right now. So they're doing the whole build up. She's got 5 million followers. Just Jake Paul's huge. Blah blah blah. She's got 5 million followers. Then she takes her hood off of her little thing. She's supermodel. No wonder she's got 5 million. And then she won. She won the Olympic record, broke the Olympic record. Jake Paul's in the crowd, bawling.
No kidding.
Yeah, broke the Olympic record.
Holy cow!
For the Netherlands, right? Yeah, Netherlands.
I really question her choice in men, but whatever. Wow, that's amazing. I don't like the short track stuff, although it could be fun.
Yeah, they're just whipping around.
Yeah, and the one woman won a gold the last time by just being in last place, and all the people in front of her wiped out and just crossed the lines. Like, now the big tracks, that's awesome to watch.
Did you see any of the race on Wednesday night? The NASCAR?
No.
What is that called? What's the first race of the year?
Daytona.
The shootout? No, the shootout.
Oh, okay.
Or the clash. The clash.
The clash. Okay.
And it was at that small track,
like Bristol.
No, it was like a backyard track.
Oh,
they did it last year too.
Okay.
And I can't remember. It's a very famous track, dude. They're going around. One guy's upside down. There's a crash every 2 seconds. I'm at Scriba Town Inn last Wednesday. This was a redo because it was supposed to be Sunday, and the wet because of the awful weather down there. It's because it's in the Carolinas, wherever the Bowman something racetrack in down there. Accident every 2 seconds. It's the most fun thing to watch. And I'm playing. Everybody's watching it. I'm playing and watching it. I'm hitting like errant bad chords because I'm paying attention. It's the funniest thing ever. But that's the only reason I get into NASCAR is because my in-laws huge into racing. He loves my father-in-law loves Oswego and Fulton and Brewerton.
Weedsport.
Weedsport. I play at Weedsport every year. So they came out and then, I'll stay for a little bit, but that dirt kills me.
Yeah.
My allergies is terrible.
I used to go there as a kid.
It's like one of the last like small town things left.
Yes, it is.
And up until a couple years ago, it was pretty inexpensive, but I think it's, with everything else, it's, it's tough to take. If you got 2 people plus a couple kids, it's going to cost you a couple bucks. But once you get in there, the beers and the food's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it is.
Weedsport anyways. That's really the only one I've ever spent some time in. I've been to Fulton before. Oswego, back in the day, I sang the national anthem at the Classic one year.
Cool.
But normally when I do that, I do it and then I run out of there faster than I get in there because I've got something else to do.
Right.
But that's the only reason why I get into racing is because of my wife loves she'll just go with her sister on the weekend to Fulton and they'll hang out.
Oh,
and
cool.
Drink Bud Light and watch the she's a country girl, and I'm not a negative.
All right. I would go. I like that stuff.
Dirt, too much dirt.
I wouldn't go like all the time, but like I said, I went when I was young, and I just remember walking in there and just smelling that sausage sandwich being cooked. Oh, so good. And I liked the dirt, and I liked the stuff. It was good, man. I liked it when I was a kid. I would go back.
I think we might have lost Charlie. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
We're supposed to have Charlie, but we can get. Listen, we still haven't talked about the main event or the thing we need to talk about, the halftime extravaganza from yesterday.
I thought we did. I mean, I thought it was. It was better than okay. Here's the problem with West Coast Super Bowls. Okay, the halftime shows in the daytime.
Yeah.
So you have to have a halftime show at night with all the lights and the. You know what I mean?
I said something's missing, and now you saying that.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It was daytime. So imagine that at night. Imagine the thing he put on at halftime at night. Okay, that would have been spectacular. This was not spectacular, but it was solid and it was very good. Lady Gaga was very good.
I popped for Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
You didn't expect it. You didn't expect it.
No.
The only thing I told you this before. The only thing I wish there could have been last year. Sam Jackson was like a narrator.
Yeah.
Under the Uncle Sam, they had something like that. Just kind of because there was a lot of stories in that show. I would have liked to know the stories as I was going along and not finding out about them after.
And I knew that was Pascal Perez up on that thing. I knew it.
I pulled this. This was I went through the roof for this. So this is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yep.
He was standing next to Pedro Pascal.
Was he really
on the front porch of that house?
Yeah. And
then next to him was Cardi B.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. But as soon as I said, I actually stopped the thing. I'm like, that's Ronald. That's cool.
Well, as soon as I saw it, I said that was Pedro Pascal, and it was like gone already. So, yeah, that was him. I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was good. I thought the message was great of the big, huge screen behind him at the end. Only love can conquer hate.
And I think it's cool that he really didn't do the dress, and I thought that was just him being goofy.
Yes.
There was really, other than if you really think that the dancing was objection, there was really no objectionable content in it. It really did unite, and especially his little speech at the end really did unite everybody.
Yeah.
Now I watched both. And throughout the years, there has always been some sort of, at times, some kind of counter programming at the halftime show, but it's always been goofy. You know, like back in the day, they had
Puppy Bowl, right?
And
they probably still have Puppy Bowl.
Halftime Heat, The Rock and Mankind.
Oh, no kidding.
In an empty arena match.
Really?
Yeah. So I remember that, but it wasn't a divisive thing. It was just a goofy
during halftime of the Super Bowl,
right? But also during this time too, the halftime show wasn't as like it's really part of the culture now.
Yes,
you know, it didn't start until 1993 until they started getting headliners. Michael Jackson was the first one that kind of was the first celebrity.
Yeah, not kind of. He's really the one that blew it out.
Yeah, and then from there on, it went. Yeah, U2 and the Stones. And they've had Springsteen. Everybody's done those things. So there's always been Puppy Bowl, Lingerie Bowl. This
look
bowl.
at the viewers though for that. Go back to that slide that you just had on. Look at the viewers. So the Kid Rock one had 5 million. So this is 6.6 and 6.1, and that's older technology.
Yeah. Well, this is the 6.1 is what was the final tally for this year's Kid Rock thing. 6.1 million.
Oh, I thought it was 5.
Yeah, I think
6.1. Okay.
Yeah, I think that includes all the other. I think YouTube was 5 million.
Oh, okay.
Everything else 6.1.
That's pretty good.
Listen, there was 150 million people watched the Super Bowl yesterday. Nobody lost any money going anywhere back and forth. It was there.
No.
The only thing I have to say about everybody sounded good on the All-American halftime show. When the headliner came up, he did half of Ball with the Ball. It went into a string to a bass violin and a violin. And then he did a slow cover of a song by Cody Johnson. It's like it hit a wall. It was all this energy, and then it just kind of hit a wall.
And that was the end of it?
And that was the end. He did the Till You Can't, his new version of the Cody Johnson song, Till You Can't. And in my opinion, it didn't need to be redone. Cody Johnson's version is plenty fine, but he added a verse onto it, wrote his own third verse of the song.
I'm sure he did.
And he came out as his real name for that song.
Oh, what is it?
Richie
something.
whatever.
Yeah.
So on the stage had his real name when he sang that song, and it was very country. It was very traditional. I mean, he didn't sound bad. It was just I didn't think that song needed to be redone at all. Redone at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was much ado about nothing. The controversy. Our friend Bob says Puppy Bowl was at 2 p.m.
Bob knows. Good old Bob.
So
well, his team he's a Denver Bronco fan. So he was.
I was pulling for Seattle. I wanted Seattle to win, and I knew they would because their defense is ridiculous. I think the Puppy Bowl had some really cute ones this year. Don't they use rescue dogs or something? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty funny to see.
You know, we should do too. Maybe next week we'll see if we can get a update on the local SPCA.
Yes,
Speaking
that would be
puppies.
good. I know they have a new board in place. So.
I'll tell you, I've become way more into pets now that I have one. I didn't think I'd be. I didn't think
I never had a dog until Shalene and I moved in together. Yeah. So I mean, it's nice to have a dog. It is. Yeah. But pain in the ass.
They're work. They're work.
Once our dog is done and crosses the Rainbow Bridge, that's it for pets. No more. Maybe a cat, because you can leave cats alone, and cats like to be left alone.
There was one from Oneida in the bowl this year.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
See, now if I was an animal, I'd be a cat because I like to be left alone.
See, I don't like cats.
And you can pet me when I let you pet me. That's it.
That's you.
And I got to go, and I got to be myself for a while. So I guess Charlie stiffed us, which is
or
are we having problems?
I don't think so. I'm going to look and see my email. If it's sent to him.
I mean, look at this. I got his magazine right here. Charlie's on the cover. He got a cover.
We'll
I got an article. He got a cover.
We'll hit him up again next week. Let me see it. He did get his email.
So are you allowed?
He's very busy.
Are you allowed to? You're allowed to drink alcohol on covers, right?
I guess so.
Well, he's drinking beer flavored water. I don't know why he would do that.
Beer flavored water?
Yeah, it's called Miller Lite. Is that what it is?
You know, that's my go-to. That's my go-to non-craft.
No.
I love Miller Lite.
No.
Bob
Never say that phrase again.
Really? What's your favorite beer that's not a craft beer?
Well, Corona. I love Corona. You ever have Harp? It's an Irish ale. I love Harp. I love Guinness.
Remember Grolsch?
Yes, I remember Grolsch.
They
had that bottle with the thing on the top. Yeah. But I like darker beers. I like porters and I like stouts.
What was the name of the bar next to Planet 505 on Westcott Street? I forgot. I used to go there with my buddy Mark Romano, and we drink Grolsch with those
So Charlie's doing sandwiches this year.
Yeah, we'll get him.
He's got the greatest gig ever. And now, did you see what happened to Mamacita's? No.
Like, she's like that one. So she has a secret sandwich on her menu, and it was the chicken cutlet one.
Man. Yeah.
And now she's like, she did it again and went gangbusters.
I bet it did. Because Charlie, man, he's got that power. That sound is good, though. That sandwich did sound good. I love a good cutlet sandwich. The best sandwich I ever had was probably John's roast pork in Philly.
Oh, yeah.
In Reading Station. That's probably the best sandwich I ever had.
It's probably one of the best.
I also had a cheesesteak at Jim's on South Street. Also very good. But John's roast pork, my son and I went there when he was going to Villanova. That's a great sandwich.
Tony
with the broccoli
Luke's
rabe
is one of my favorites.
Tony Luke's too. Yep. Very good.
Philly. My favorite local just regular deli type sandwich is the Spear's prime rib.
Oh,
now I get it now that they offer Possibility stretch bread.
Oh,
you get it on an 8-inch
beautiful
piece of that stretch bread. And it's nice and soft.
You know who else he has to check out? We'll tell him. Of course, it's Vince's.
Oh yeah,
the sandwiches there are incredible.
That's the other way. I got Spear's one way. Yeah. I got Vince's
the other. Yeah, absolutely.
Now I don't know if I'm biased. I feel that Spear is one of the best places you can, because they kind of open the deli for you. It's not like these are the cheeses. If you want Cooper cheese on your sub, they'll put Cooper cheese on your sub. Nice. That's great. The people at the deli counter, and then their prepared foods are wonderful too.
And I'm all about local places. So as long as we try to support local places. We go out every Friday night and we try to support.
But when I lived in Liverpool, that was the best roast beef sandwich.
Oh yeah,
Maisie's Meats right there across from
right down the street from us.
from Flamingo.
We're like
And
5 minutes away.
Did you see the owner of Flamingo? Bull died.
Yes, I did see
I knew
that.
them from I was a kid.
And it's for sale too.
Oh, they are going to sell it.
I think so. I think there's a for sale sign out front, and I just worry that once you sell it, it closes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so few left now. I mean, back in the day, there was bowling alleys everywhere because all the factories were open and they all had leagues. And now people don't bowl in leagues all that much anymore. Just too bad.
My 2 bowling alleys growing up as a kid was Flamingo and Lakeview, and Lakeview's gone.
Yeah, Lakeview was a good house too.
Yeah, I liked it.
I bowled at Sports Bowl as a kid, and then we bowled at Thunderbird. We bowled. I can't remember how else we bowled, but we bowled all over the place in tournaments and stuff. And boy, all those houses are gone.
My highest score of 289 was done at the Bowl Inn in Phoenix.
289. Holy cow!
I never could get a 300.
I never did either.
I was bowling pretty good up until 15, 16, and I broke my wrist. And ever since then, I didn't have that. I didn't have that snap.
Yep. Wow. My highest average was 185.
I still have my Rhino Pro ball.
Those are good balls.
I use it as a spare ball now because the
I don't
turn
bowl.
on it is.
I haven't bowled in years and years and years. All right. Well, Charlie,
we'll get him
make
next
it
week.
Today. We'll get him next week. And who else were we going to get next week?
I don't know what we're talking about.
It's already gone, so it'll
Julie.
come back on the way home. Julie, yes.
Because I had written that down anyways.
See, I'd be driving and I'd be near the Micron site and I would yell, Julie. That's what would come back to me. That's what it does. You wait. You're laughing, funny boy. You wait.
No, it happens to me a lot. You know what happens to me a lot. My wife gives me like a little list of stuff to buy.
Right.
And instead of a normal individual writing it down, I'll try to remember the 5 things, and I'll get to the store, get 4. I'll be at the thing at Aldi ringing it out, and I'll be like, damn it, there's like a line, and that's it.
And it's the most important thing she wanted. So when you
the
get
one
home,
thing. You're in trouble.
Yep. All right. Take care of yourselves. Okay. This week, it's supposed to warm up. So take care of yourselves, and God willing, we're all back at it next time on the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast.